Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I'm on doing seminars and stuff this week, out of town and you know, got a couple. I don't drink much, guys, but I had a beer or two. So I figured, something, let me do a little video real quick. And just to kind of put some light on how I look at the sport and how some of you look at the sport too. But you know what? We're in the minority, right? And it's like the curse of wanting undisputed, right? And it's a curse in boxing and it's not in any other sport. In every other sport you watch, no matter if you watch a whole season or whatever, you're going to have the playoffs, you're going to have the finals to find out who the very, very best is, right? And this is what boxing doesn't seem to realize. Sometimes you don't give a damn who the very best is. That ain't who you like. You might like your home team. You might like somebody because you knew them in college and you follow them. And me, for example, in basketball, being a league passer, I watch a whole lot of everybody. Here's some people I ain't gonna miss, especially people that are not just shooting 3-point shots. Like I ain't missing Westbrook games, right? I watch some Ben Simmons, and I don't even like Brooklyn, right? Come walking at people, I like to watch some Jokic too, whatever. But the bottom line is, at the end of the season, somebody gonna be the very best. But when you want undisputed in boxing, you gonna have a problem because everybody involved, it's the sanctioning bodies, promoters or whatever, they not. It's not in their interest to have one baddest dude or lady, right? There is like we got to be. Hey, wait a minute now. We want to say this one's bad. We want to say this one's good. We want to say this one's good, and we done talk to the media, and they gonna say it too, right? Now, most of us that know boxing know damn well that I'm telling the truth. New people or people that are trying to hide this information, that's why my channel ain't coming up because this kind of information is not everywhere. Now, every time you want undisputed, I always say something ridiculous happens, right? Canelo Alvarez should have fought Demetrius Andrade for undisputed at 160. Didn't do it. Why would he do that? Because that seems to be hard. So I'll go up to 168, fight a few easier guys, and become undisputed there. Plus, the WBC is just going to give me a belt, right? So I'm undisputed at 168, and I'm not because I was given the belt and never had to fight. We had the lightweight division, right? Devin Haney wants to be undisputed, but he can't. They won't give him the Lomachenko fight. They get a franchise title. Lomachenko fights Teofimo Lopez, and for the other belts and franchise title, what did they do? They called Teofimo Lopez undisputed. He wasn't. Cambosis beats him. They called him undisputed. He wasn't, knowing that Devin Haney's doing it the right way. And what did Devin Haney have to do to become undisputed? Take a deal that you wouldn't have taken. They didn't expect him to take it, but he did. So we got undisputed, but they don't like it, right? So he barely got undisputed. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. That fight should have happened a long damn time ago. Right now, Anthony Joshua ain't never fighting him because he would have fought him back then. But couldn't get undisputed, right? Now, here's one for you guys that you guys didn't pay attention to. And I always like to mention this. We had about a couple of years ago when a real undisputed, right? Alexander Usyk. That happened because the WBSS tournament came. WBSS tournament means here is a weight division. All the baddest dudes in the weight division, the top 6 to 8, get in this tournament. After this tournament takes only about a year and a half, we fight every 3 months, we find out who the very best is. After the tournament, somebody's the very best, but the other ones are still awesome. The second, third best. Your boy Alexander Usyk beat everybody up going to their hometowns, right? Became undisputed in the cruiserweight division. He's a legend and a Hall of Famer, in my opinion, because of doing that, not what he's doing in the heavyweight division. But Marius Bridas is still awesome. Dorticus is still awesome. Maury Gossef is going to go to heavyweight, but he's still awesome. Shoot, Vlodacek, or what his name was, still awesome. Marco Huck, okay, he's probably retired by now. But everybody in that tournament was awesome. Every single one in that tournament was awesome, and they were awesome fighters, and they all went into a tournament. How many people right now you think would get in a tournament like that? Look, we couldn't get Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Errol Spence going up to 154 to fight Keith Thurman. Both 147 pounders that blow up between fights. So they fight at 154, which should be like, what is that about for? 150 what for? That's what that should be called. 150 what for? Right? Why the hell are we even talking about that? But it's two good dudes fighting. But what does that do to Undisputed? It puts it way back. What you should do. Virgil Ortiz, I think, is one to be, one in the one sanctioned body. Jerron Boots is in another sanctioned body. Everybody doesn't ask for that fight because somebody gonna lose it, right? And people think they know who, so that's why no one asked for it. But those two should be able to fight for 2 belts, right? The winner of that, then somebody else fight for one other belt, or Terrence Crawford fights somebody else for the other belt, and then he's got 2. And then we can probably get Undisputed within the next 6 months here and stop waiting on Errol Spence. Because what happens is the same thing with Canelo and Errol Spence. They can keep belts hostage. Canelo keeps doing what he wants, and the 168's on hostage, just belts all over the place, right? And we keep saying Canelo's undisputed, and we know damn well he can't beat Benavidez or David Morrell, right? But he can do that. Errol Spence got 3 damn belts, and somewhere at 154, and they can't get close to 147. Errol Spence is fatter than most of y'all out there right now that aren't even boxers. So we ain't going to see him at 147 no more. Well, so my point is Errol Spence done what he's going to do at 147. Go and give the belts up, and let's see what happens. But here's one, going back to the WBSS tournament. That's a tournament where all the best in the division get together and find out who the best is. Now, how many fighters today, especially the ones that some of you like, would they even get in a tournament like that? Hell no. Why? If I'm also considered awesome without doing those kind of things. The WBSS tournament was a good thing for boxing, but hey, they couldn't get sponsors. They're out of business. Don't you be trying to come in I was about to say sport, in this business we got called boxing, trying to find out who the very best is. We don't play that. We designate who the best is, and we get with the media and they do what we say. That's what this is. That's why the WBSS didn't get the support it should have had. And now it's gone. So now we got the shenanigans again. And that's a curse. It's the curse of wanting Undisputed. AKA just wanting to know who the best fighter is in the divisions instead of people trying to tell us and acting like we can't see who the best is. You see what I'm saying? It's a damn curse. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.